Hello from a Welsh detailing studio in February. Next job is this Boxster, which is one of the worst condition cars I've seen for quite a while. So what I thought I'd do is roll it straight in here, exactly as it's been delivered, switch our crazy lights on, and have a walk around it with you and explain a little bit about the condition on it. We can have a really good look at it, and then we'll go through and hopefully right at the end we'll all sit down and go, oh my goodness me, I didn't think it would turn out that well. So there she is, early Boxster S in Lapis Blue, I would say. She's had a life, as a lot of them have. As you'll be able to see as we walk up to it, the scratches and swirls are really obvious from a long way away. Now there's obviously some stuff on here which probably we won't be able to fix 100%. There's a lovely little scratch on the front there. She's obviously had some paintwork in her time. I'd say visited definitely her fair share of hand car washes. Somebody with not a great wash technique has been on this one. And this is literally as it's been dropped off. I haven't washed it, I haven't touched it, because I wanted to walk around it with you and we can investigate together. Wow, there are loads of defects on this. So this is interesting. You can see this patterning on here, these sort of dots, these dull spots. These are probably from where it's been covered at some point, and that cover has flapped in the wind and vibrated. Just the swirls. Faded roof. She's a bit dirty, but we can fix that. A few chips. Nice early car with the earlier lights. One headlight noticeably more faded than the other. Wow, look at how much gloss and depth and everything these swirl marks are hiding. Just one last bit down the back. A few odd scratches. Some bird etching marks there. Wow, really rough to the touch. But, as we will see, we can fix an awful lot of this stuff. So, first things first, over to the wash bay and on with the wash process. As with all vehicles, the wash process starts with just a thorough rinse down with our 50-degree water. Although it doesn't look like it, the pressure washer has a variable pressure ratio, so I can turn it down for the convertible roof, which we always do, otherwise you end up getting the stripes in it that you can see sometimes. Never a good thing. So on with the wheels, just giving them a product there just to soak in and just to get working, while we also do the same with the roof. And then I think I quickly run inside, ready to do something a bit different to the normal process of this car, which is get on with scrubbing the roof as a first off. The roof on this car was really bad. So one of the things I wanted to do was get stuck into that straight away. So there we did the first pass on the roof, and then more rinsing of the car. Pop the wipers up to let the water run off, and then we've rinsed all the product off the wheels there as well. So there we are, on with the second lap onto the roof, and I'm just going to zoom in a bit now and cut to a close-up of the roof, because this is actually what the roof was doing while we were scrubbing away at it. Lots and lots of green coming out of it. This is actually on the second going over as well, so you can see, as with everything detailing, the approach is always slowly, softly. So this is the second run over, and just look at all that green and the mould and the dirt that is coming out of the roof. So there we go, on with a bit more speeded up washing procedure. I think the thing that you're seeing here now is the third scrub of the roof, and that was the main thing I wanted to just concentrate on with this time lapse. Scrub, 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 again a low pressure rinse, and then we get on with all of the stuff on the rest of the car then. Obviously it's normal wheels first, and then a good thorough 2-bucket wash of the rest of the car, and then we also, while the car is still sort of wet, then clay the car, detar the car, decontaminate the car, use fallout remover, everything that it needs really, just to make sure that it's as clean and decontaminated and ready for machine polishing. So that's all the wet work done on the Boxster. She's been decontaminated. We've got everything off it that washing doesn't remove. We've done the claying. She doesn't need to be wet anymore. God, just the stuff that came out of the roof and the wheel arches and everything else has already transformed this car. Now I cannot wait to get into the machine polishing and really, really transform it. And here is the first level of the transformation. So this is a little bit of a side-by-side, sort of 50-50 before and after of the worst of the damage. So the right-hand side has had some polish, not the full amount of polishing the car will get in the end. We were able to chase a few more defects out. There was enough clear coat left to allow that. But you can already see here the difference between the left and the right-hand side. Once we've got rid of that dead layer of paint on top that's got the vast majority of those scratches and swirl marks in, it's already looking $1 million. Slow but steady progress on the Boxster. So a lot more colour coming into the bonnet. There are some really deep defects and scratches though, so we've just had to do some localised sanding in this corner and also on that little scuff on the front, which we won't be able to get it all out, but it'll be an awful lot better. So yeah, I thought you might like to see the shocking stage of sanding before we polish it all back, and it all comes back really nicely. And there we go. The sanding mark is now polished out, and with it, most of the defects, apart from a couple of scratches that are way too deep down in the clear coat, and then would involve leaving the clear coat too thin in order to remove fully, but a massive improvement in those areas. Unfortunately that little scuff hasn't come out completely, but is better. But with those sorts of things you just never know until you get in there and polish. The other piece of sanding that was done on the vehicle was on that headlight to get it matching up to the other one. This is with the lovely little 3-inch Lapis air sander. This of course was then polished back up as well, just to match. It's late on a Friday, but look how good the Boxster's starting to look. The back quarter is still a train wreck, but you can see the door is just so much nicer. So much better. Still some deeper marks, but they're not the focus of this detail. What we're trying to do is just get it back to its standard colour and just get rid of all those horrors. So much better. Behold, the Boxster is finished. And oh my goodness me, does she look better for it. The idea of this was never to get it perfect, but just to get the colour back and really give it that wow factor. And I'm really pleased with what we've achieved on this one. And hopefully, even from all this way back, you can see how much more vivid the paint is. Lapis Blue just looking, well, like it properly should actually. Nice bit of depth in it. It's a really nice vivid colour when it's detailed right and when it's swirl free. And it just looks blooming lovely. The badge is still off because one of the little nuts was cracked on it, so I don't want to put that back on, only for it to flick off halfway down the motorway. As you can see now, the headlights match. We've completely wet sanded and then polished back the near side light, just to match it all in. Oh, there's so much work gone into this because the scratches and swirls were so bad. Just the depth she's got now is just lovely. That little patch on the front of the bumper, sorry. So we couldn't get that all the way back, but massively improved from what it was. Beautiful depth of colour now. The roof, should have seen the gunk that came out of the roof. Well, you will see it because I made a video of it. But yeah, that was all scrubbed. It's now blue again. Yeah, she's lovely. Really pleased with this job. One of those jobs, perfection was never the aim, and nor was it promised, because it was, not attainable. But just, from this couple of feet away, it looks like a completely different car. And really, with a proper respray on this would involve glass out, hood off, bumpers off, lights out, and would probably cost 3,000 or 4,000. So for a fraction of that cost, we've achieved a massive increase in how good the car looks. Hope you agree too. Hope you're enjoying the channel. Please subscribe so I know that you're enjoying the channel and enjoying the videos and want to see more. And we'll see you on the next time. Thanks, bye.